Hey YG, what's up? How's it going, man? How is it going? H Whining, hello? Good evening. How's your weekend? SD? 동풍님? How was your weekend? Good evening, 구루룽님. 구로룽님, good evening, how are you? Koalanim says, how are you? I'm doing okay. I've had a really long day. I'm just absolutely ready to go to bed right away. But I wanted to spend some time with you guys before I did. Well, I didn't really do much yesterday, but today I had a really long day. And so I'm feeling very, very spent. I'm very, very tired right now. But, I just wanted to spend some time with you guys before I went to bed. So, hi, yes, hi, hello, everybody. Why, Ginny, you're stuck in bed? Why? Are you sick? Are you sick or something? This is your first time tuning into the stream? Well, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you with us. Hongjamongnim says, good, okay, that's great. Hello, how are you? Good evening, yeah, good evening, everybody. Gonim, can I call you Gonim? Garden Rose name. Hey, it feels like it's been forever since I seen you in the chat. Hey, Sonanim, what's up? How you doing today? How's your weekend? YG says, not sick, but a little headaches. Okay, so you have a slight headache. Is that what you mean? Good evening to you too. Good evening, everybody. So-nim, Yongsung-nim. Jam-nim says, good evening. Yeah, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today? How's your weekend? Long time no see. Soji-nim, yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've seen you in the chat in quite some time. Go-nim can hear me. That's great. Yeah, we're just going to have a chat today. Yeah, we're not going to get into anything deep. Just like we did on Saturday. No, not Saturday. On Friday. Hey, Jenny. How's it going? Hey, YG. Yeah, but I'm just cured to see you again. You're cured to see you again. Oh, seeing me, it makes you feel better? That's great. That's probably not true, but I'm on my way home right now, Jamneem says. Okay, all right, well, make it back safely. Make it back safely. Make it back safely. Yeah. Yongsungnim, what's up? Yeah, I mean, when you look at the temperature, it was only right now, I think it's like 6 or 7 degrees out. And even during the day, it was like 9 degrees. I think the highest it was like 10 degrees. And it felt really chilly. It really, really felt chilly out there. Ho ho, Neem says, first time joining this live. So excited. Okay, well, hey, welcome to the stream, man. It's nice to have you. We're not going to really do much today. I'm just here to chat with you guys. I had a long day. Yeah, woo. I did so many things today and made a lot of commitments as well. So I'm just completely ready to go to bed like right now. But before I did, I wanted to spend some time with you guys. So that's why I'm here. Hey, it's my pleasure, man. Jenny, it's Sunday stream. Yeah, we don't stream very often on Sundays, do we? Tomorrow will be much colder. Oh, is that true? Really? Is that true? Is it going to get much colder tomorrow? Where's my phone? How long did it take you to finish it? Finish what? Winter is coming. Yes. Well, I mean, actually, it should have gotten a lot colder by now, right? It should already be like, we're pretty much like, it's not even early winter. We're right in the middle of winter, aren't we? I finally tested negative for COVID and I'm so happy. Oh, why do you say negative though? Have you been putting it off for a while? You were kind of avoiding getting tested or something? Good evening. Yes, good evening. How are you? Good bum. Yeah, how are you doing, 승우님? I'm doing all right. 장지현님 says, even though you had a long day and feeling spent, you're here. Thanks. Temperature dropped 10 degrees overnight, and today it was really chilly. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm just here to chat with you guys. I felt like spending some time with my online friends. So. 실수로 엔터 눌렀네요. 방금 배운 거 복습 겸 써보다가. Okay. It's okay. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Sonny, my sense of taste is still not fully back. Oh, that's part of the long COVID. The symptom, right? Yeah, I think my father-in-law is still going through that right now. Tomorrow it'll drop. Oh, it's gonna go below 0. Finally, it's about time, right? It's about damn time. I'm actually relieved. As much as I hate cold weather, I'm actually relieved that the temperature is finally going down below 0 because it, like I said before, it should have gotten a lot colder by now. I mean, you guys know what I mean, right? So I'm actually relieved. Hello, teacher. Hello, Leonie. Hello, Julia. How are you doing today? Good evening, Sam. The temperature will drop below 0 tomorrow. Yes, so they say. So they say. But then, I mean, you would think that the temperature would just keep going, keep getting colder and colder, right? The weather would keep getting colder and colder until like throughout the rest of the winter. But I checked the forecast. I guess I was keeping a kind of a broad perspective, but I checked, and a week from now, meaning like next, not the day after tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow, but the following week, okay, on Tuesday the following week, so that's more than a week from now, it's gonna go back up. I think the highest is going to be like 15 and the lowest is going to be 7. So it seems like the weather really can't make up its mind. 붕어빵 season is finally here. It sure is. It sure is. Hello, Sam. I don't have better things to join the stream right now, but that's long. I'm waiting for the stream. What? I'm not exactly sure what you meant in the first sentence. I played tennis for 2 hours today, so I'm dehydrated. Wow, okay. So, yeah, stay hydrated. That's super important. Go get some Gatorade or something. How's your Sunday? Freezing outside? Well, it's not freezing. I know what you mean, but it's not like literally freezing. I walked. It's windy a lot, and it gives me a headache. Yeah, you better watch out. Y'all should make sure that you don't eat very salty food, especially those of you who have a tendency to have their blood pressures go up. It's actually a dangerous time. Yeah, keep your blood pressures under check. Keep your blood pressures checked. I missed last live stream, but I'm glad to attend this this time today lesson. Well, hey, we don't have a lesson today, May name. Sorry to disappoint you, but we don't have a lesson today. I mean, I guess we could if I really wanted to, but I just feel like having a chat with you guys. So. Oh, okay. Thanks. I like my cap too. It's going to get really cold starting tomorrow. Take care not to catch a cold then. Yeah, I definitely will. Don't worry about me. Yeah, you guys watch out too. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Actually, it feels like winter is already here. It should have been here earlier. Let's be honest. It should have been here a lot earlier, and we're overdue. The weather make up its mind. It's interesting expression. It's concerning for climate change to get worse. Yes, it's very, very concerning. I think we underestimate how much of an impact that that it's having on our long-term quality of life. When you think about like the impact that the climate change is having on the overall quality of our life, like the long term, it's very, very concerning. I have a cold, so I slept for over 12 hours. Now I feel better. Stay warm. I'm glad you feel better. Yeah, there's nothing like a long, there's really nothing like sleeping throughout the entire day when you're feeling sick. That's probably one of the best things you can do. Hello, roll name. I'm in Perth, Western Australia. It's 32 degrees here. Summer Christmas is coming. Oh, shoot, that's right. I don't know why this never occurred to me. So wait a minute. In Australia, because Australia is on the southern it's in the southern hemisphere, so they never have snowy Christmas. Is that right? Do they never have snowy Christmas? Like Christmas is always like, is that how it is there? I don't know why that never occurred to me. Hey, Enid! Hey, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in the chat in quite some time. Oh, okay. So, all right. So it never snows at all, like all year round. It never snows in Australia, but okay. Yeah, I think so. Do you like baked sweet potato? 군고구마 파시는 분 처음 봤네요. Oh, okay. I haven't seen one of those people in a while. Teacher, what will you do on Christmas? Do you have any plans? No, I have no plans at all. Although my wife and I have been talking about going on a trip overseas somewhere because we haven't done that in years. I think it's been at least 4 or 5 years since my wife and I went on a decent trip. So we're actually talking about that. We might not. We're not really sure. And even if we do, we're not even sure if that's going to be around Christmas. So I know, right? It's so funny to think that because everything, like weather-wise, season-wise, everything is backwards. I mean, of course, there's no such thing as backwards because to them, that's the way it's supposed to be. But it's just backwards, like when you compare it with our seasons, right? So it's really funny to think that. Because I gave no notification. I started the stream almost as soon as I scheduled it. So, with your dogs? Nah, probably not with my dogs. My dogs are a bit too old to be traveling overseas. Although that may be a misunderstanding, but southern part could be snow because it's close to the Antarctic. Oh, I see. So the southern part of Australia is actually quite close to Antarctica. I see. So it does occasionally snow there, but not that often, I see. I heard they enjoy long holidays in Australia. I guess it depends on the person. 산타가 비키는 The Santa there is a woman? You two deserve decent trip overseas. You should this winter. How about Southern East Asia? I am not really sure. We're not even sure if we're actually going to do it. If we do actually go, we might probably go somewhere that we're familiar with. Somewhere, so probably like Japan or something. Not really sure though. How's everybody doing today? How's your weekend? What'd you guys do over the weekend? I'm deciding to if I gonna get Guns N' Roses Sam's hoodie. That hoodie was pretty, so I'm searching on H&M homepage this morning. Oh, it never really occurred to me they had a homepage. Do they actually have an online store where you can actually order clothes? I guess, of course they do. Like, why wouldn't they? It just never occurred to me that they would have it. 정시원님, can you tell me the title of the pop song that played 2 days ago on the stream? The lyrics are "You Must Be a Hero." Oh, wait, hold on a second. I think you're talking about this song. Let me know if this is a song that you're referring to. Let me know if this is a song that you were talking about. This tastes good. It's probably loaded with sugar, right? Is this a song? Okay, the title is actually Hero. The title is Hero, and the artist is... Oh, the letters are really small. I'm not exactly sure how to read this name, but it's by an artist named Gayla Braun. That's... I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that's my best attempt. Gayla Braun. And the title is Hero. Enid, it's been a while today. Such a special day. Everyone, please celebrate with me. My son rode a two-wheeled bicycle for the first time today. Awesome. Oh man, I remember when I was actually practicing to do that. I fell so many times. I was so touched. He's only 4 years old. Wow, at 4 years old? Wow. That's amazing. Congrats. It must be such a historical moment for you and your family, and let alone your son. Of course, for your son, it's a very important and a very memorable moment, but like for the whole family as well, right? Yeah. Congratulations, yeah. Kim Yeon-un, thank you very much for the membership support. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. 자전거 못 타요. If you really wanted to, you could. If you really wanted to, you would. So I know you're probably just half joking, but No. The 자전거 is not scared. You should say like this. Say, I'm scared to ride a bike. And you can also say... say bicycles are scary. Bicycles are scary and you're scared to ride a bike. Say, I can't ride a bike, I'm scared. Well, it depends on whether you're saying bicycles or bike. So when you abbreviate it, 축약을 하면은요, when you abbreviate it, it's a bike, but they're called bicycles. You can say bicycles are scary. Horror movies are scary. Well, life is scary, right? Life is scary, but you still live it. You can always learn something from a horror movie. There's always something to learn. I don't scare to ride a bike. No. I'm not scared to ride a bike. I'm not scared to ride a bike. Anything that you're not familiar with, 익숙하지 않은 것은요, it's all scary. Anything that you're not familiar with is scary. Doesn't matter what it is. 그게 뭐든 상관없어요. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're not familiar with tends to be scary. I think that's the truth. Wake Up Neem says, my mom took a package trip to Japan last week. We were surprised because she didn't tell us about the trip. She really wanted to go to Japan and finally she did it. That's great. So it was her first time? Excellent. And she didn't even tell you guys. That's even better. I hate it when people tell me like everything they do. Don't you? Don't you hate it when someone just tells you everything they do? I was like, geez, all right. Could you just keep that stuff to yourself? Man, you gotta tell me everything? It gets so tiring. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. Just do it next time. Don't even tell me. Jeez. I've been to Japan once with my parents. I was in my 30s. Oh, I was young back then. Yeah, me too. English is scary for me. Well, you're doing a lot better than a lot of other people. I'll give you that. Yeah, 4-year-old riding a bike. I don't think I can easily imagine that. I mean, if I saw a picture of a 40-year-old riding a bicycle, I would immediately assume that it was a AI created image. And I would say, no. Kids don't ride bicycles at that age. I commute with my bike every single day, and it makes my day so fresh. Oh, okay. So it's a very healthy way to start your day. Yeah, I totally did. Hey, good for you, Tongpung. That's very good. Very, very good. My face too. Bungee jumping is scary. You missed an E. There should be 2 E's on bungee. There should be 2 E's in bungee. So bungee jumping. I've never tried bungee jumping. Have you guys? I don't think I could ever try it. I mean, I can't even go on the T Express. Do you know the T Express at Everland? I can't even go on that. I've only been on that once. And after I got off it, after the ride was over, I had to sit down for like half an hour. My legs were shaking. I think I had to lie down on my wife's lap. English is scary. People are scary. Yeah, everything's scary. Sam, do you have any planning to have kid? No, I plan on not having kids. I think having kids requires a great deal of commitment and a lot of responsibility, and it especially requires the parent to be very, very mature. I'm none of those things. I'm not responsible. I'm not very mature, and so I don't feel like I could be a good parent. And it doesn't matter if that's true or not. I know some of you guys are going to say, "Oh no, I think you'll be a good parent." No, you'll learn as you go. But what's important is how I feel about it, right? I just don't feel like I could be a good parent. And as long as I feel this way, I think that I have the responsibility to not have a child. Wouldn't you agree? Don't you think so? That's how I feel about it. I think there are people who are capable of having children and raising good children. And, people are different, right? People are different. I don't think that's for me. I don't think that's for me. Let's see. Kids scare me, I should say. Kids scare me. Kids scare me. If you say kids make me scary, that means you are scary because of kids. Okay? That means you are a scary person because of kids. So that's very, very not what you're trying to say. My son has been riding a balance bike for the past 2 years. Balance bikes are those like a tricycle or something, or with those supported wheels. It's a 2-wheel bicycle with pedals. Oh, okay. All right, I get it. And use your feet to ride it. This is the result of 2 years of practicing balance. Okay, that sounds great. Sounds great. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes. And with kids comes great responsibility. It doesn't even have to be great kids. With kids comes great responsibility. Right? Oh. Do you love kids? It depends on the kid. It depends on the kid. And the same goes for people too. The same goes for everything, everyone and everything. And you know what? Just as a reminder, you should not love everything. Your love should always be conditional. All right? Your love should always be conditional. If it's not, then your love has no value. If you really think about it, that's true. If you love everyone and everything, then your love has zero value. You must hate. You must dislike in order for your love to actually mean anything. Hi, Sam. I'm on the bus at the moment. I hope you will be streaming when I get home. I don't know how long it's going to take for you to get home, but I think I'm going to be here a while. What am I eating? I'm eating 삿도밥. 머리카락 지키려 두피 앰플 사러 다녀. 머리카락 절대 지켜. Yep. If you think so, planning not to have kids could be a responsibility to take. Exactly. That's what I mean. I think only people who really want to have children should have children. No one should just have children just because. You know what I mean? I know that's not what the world needs. I know that one side of the argument says, people should just have children, but I don't know. You can call me ignorant, or you can say that I'm wrong, but I believe that happy people should have children. Happy people should have children. Happy people who want children should have children. What does 삿도밥 taste like? I can't explain. Just sweet. And I think the base is corn. It's a kind of corn snack. It's like sweet corn. It's probably like super processed. It's probably really bad for you. Pretty sure it's bad for you. When I was a kid, I used to eat 삿도밥 with milk like ice cream. Oh, like cereal. It was good. Yeah, anything that's sweet tend to go well with milk, right? 우유를 가루로 만들어서 과자에 소스 뿌려 놓은 맛이에요. I don't think I would be able to imagine what that tastes like if I weren't having it right now. Yeah, super processed. Super processed. Yeah. Like loaded with sugar. Loaded with sugar, super processed. Sorry, not sato, but it was Indian bab. Oh. I think they're really similar. Aren't they similar? I don't really remember Indian bab, but why do I feel like I've had both, and why do I feel like they're very similar? Oh, really? They're very different? Okay, got it. The first one, super processed. Super processed, the first one. 슈퍼 가공된. Indian is crispy. What's my favorite? I don't have a favorite. You know, I think when I was little, when I was younger, I used to have a lot of favorite this, favorite that, but I don't know, maybe it's because I've gotten older and I tend to take things too seriously, I think. And so I don't really have a favorite of anything. I don't have a favorite singer. I don't have a favorite restaurant. I don't have a favorite food. It all depends. It's like, yeah, it's just, it really all depends. But it's true. What I feel right now is I feel like I don't even have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite anything. Loaded with sugar. Loaded with sugar. I probably shouldn't be typing on this keyboard while having this right now, but what the heck. So when you say it's loaded with sugar, that means it's just full of sugar. There's a lot of sugar in it. A lot of sugar in it. I prefer 콘프로스트 than Indian bap. Okay. Love you too, bro. Love you too. Sometimes. Then do you just eat the snacks with your wife that your wife bought? I actually picked this out. Do you know that chips? How old are you? What chips? What about your dogs? Aren't they your favorite? My favorite what? Of course they're my favorite. But that's so weird because that's like saying my son is my favorite child. Is it? That's so strange, right? Would you say that your favorite is would you say that your daughter is your favorite girl in the world? That's so weird. Hey, who's your favorite child? My son is my favorite child. The question itself is so weird. It's okay, it's just, Although, I mean, parents are not supposed to do that, I guess. But some parents actually make the mistake of talking about who their favorite child is, like among their own children. Yeah. Anyway, that's not important. I have 2 dogs. One is a retriever. and one is an Italian Greyhound. When it comes to food, I think it's good to mix things up. You know, when I haven't had some food in a while and eat it, it's great. Well, I mean, you know what I think? I think people should eat whatever they want. 선생님, 궁금한 게 있어요. 그냥 친한 형님 있잖아요. 그런 사람을 영어로 뭐라고 해야 해요? In the US, in the American culture at least, as far as I understand, if it's like 친한 형님, then it's your friend. It's a friend. In the American culture, even if there's like a 10-year age gap, you can be friends. So don't worry about that. My brain really wants to go to the gym, but my body doesn't want it. Your brain really... How do you know what your brain wants? Oh, you mean you're physically tired? Is that what you mean? So you really want to go, but you're feeling very, very tired. I think that's what you're trying to say. Mate? It's like a friend. 열심히 하시고 음식도 건강한 것만 드실 것 같음. 너무 멋있는 부분. 나는 언제쯤. You should do what you want. Have you ever tried Five Guys? I could. There's a Five Guys at the Hyunbaek in Panggyo, and I go there quite often with my wife. I was actually there today, and recently they opened a huge Five Guys there. The place is always super packed, so I never go there because it's super packed. It's like I don't want a hamburger that bad. It's ridiculous. Like you go there in the morning and people are lined up to have burgers in the morning. There's nothing wrong with having burgers in the morning, but it's so weird. She is 10 years old. She's 10 and her name is Amber. Amber is 10. And the other one, Italian Greyhound, his name is Brody. He's 8. Is my water boiling? Oh, it is. Ouch, 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 ouch. It's too hot. 설탕 범벅이다? Yeah. So like, you know, it just means there's a lot of sugar. That's it. That's right. Mm-hmm. I don't think parents should say that my son or my daughter is my favorite. Yeah, they shouldn't. But I don't blame them if they actually have a favorite among their children, right? And I suppose it doesn't really hurt to tell other people that. But certainly they should not let their children know who their favorite is. 디스코드에서 영어를 막 말하다가 갑자기 누군가 한글로 응연히 하시면 너무 이상한 느낌 들어요. Yeah, so stop it. Stop calling each other by your Korean names. 근데 저도 30년 동안 인생 살면서 과자랑 초콜릿만 엄청 먹었는데 좋은 것도 그만큼 먹어서 생각보다 건강해요. Oh yeah. As long as it's in moderation, right? As long as you don't get carried away, and as long as you don't eat too much, I think it's not that bad. You know, keeping things balanced, I think that's key. 몇 달 전에 선생님 백화점에서 강아지 데리고 계신 거 봤는데 almost is she? Which department store? Because I think throughout my entire life, I've only taken my dogs to the department store twice. It's very rare that I take my dogs to the department store. And one of those 2 times was in another neighborhood. 회사에서 영어 이름 쓸 때 엘리님, 제니님, 님님 너무 있어요. 건강한 음식을 먹어야 몸에 좋겠지만 건강하지 않게 먹어도 건강한 사람들도 무지 많아요. Yeah, you know, healthy dieting affects people to different degrees. People, and what I'm trying to say is, you know, it affects people differently, right? But that's the same with anything else, not just food. Like, it could be smoking. I mean, for instance, I'm sure there are a lot of people who smoke throughout their entire life and they never really have any problems, health problems. I'm sure there are a lot of people like that. Like, I think my wife's grandma, I don't know which side it was, but one of her grandmothers was like that. She smoked her entire life. She was like a chain smoker, but she was super healthy right up until she died. Do your dogs get along well with each other? Yeah, they get along really well. Yep, raising more than 2 dogs seems not easy. You need to set some solid boundaries or something. I think it really depends on the dog. Just like people. Yeah, she's been on camera a few times. Not a whole lot, but a few times. Oh, yeah, you might be right. You might be right about that. Oh, wait, including that, then it's like 3 times. 3 or 4 times. I forgot about Starfield. Is Starfield considered a department store? Or like a shop? It's more like a shopping mall, isn't it? It seems like even young kids in the US ride skateboards a lot. I want to teach my child how to skateboard too. What do you think? I think you should teach your child to ride a skateboard if your child wants to learn. I think that's the most important thing. Doesn't really matter if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Doesn't really matter if you want to. What really matters is does your kid want to? You're very smart. Gyukyanim is a very smart person. I trust Gyukyanim's judgment. Parents can have their favorite kid as long as we were all human. As long as we're all human. It's just that they shouldn't think out loud. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. 한 시간 동안 두피 마사지 했더니 머리가 풍성해진 것 같아요. 오케이. Stress? 저희 아빠 젊었을 때는 소주 2리터씩? That's not a typo, is it? It's 2 liters? 지금도 여전히 매일 한 병씩 마시는데 80이신데 간 튼튼하다고. 스트레스 전혀 안 받는 성격이지. Like I said, everything affects people differently. Another very smart person. Eating healthy alone doesn't guarantee good. Yeah, absolutely not. 몇 권 구매했는지 모를 차례입니다. Well, I mean, as long as you... So, if you buy one book, that's a good start. And, you know what they say about starting. Starting is half the battle. Right? So that means one, you're halfway there. So you need to buy at least one more. At least one more. Smart. Hey, what camera are you using? Oh, what camera am I using right now? XS20. This is the Fujifilm XS20. 안녕하세요, 쌤. 운동 끝나고 급 들어왔어요. Okay. Don't you need to take a shower or maybe have like a snack or something? 친구에게 선생님 책 선물했더니 제 거 하고 바꾸자고. What? Huh? Oh, she wants your notes. Your friend wants your notes as well. That's funny. Oh, actually, I don't know. Because there is this website that I think Ungjin runs. And the website is actually for the authors that have published books through their publisher, through their company. And there's this website where it shows all the data, like how many books have sold, what the revenue looks like, how much was. But that website is currently being reworked, or there's some kind of maintenance problem. And so I haven't been able to access that site yet. And I actually got an email from them just a couple days ago saying that they will probably have it up and running again by the end of this month. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I don't want to keep asking them again and again how many books they've sold. So 빨무쌤 책 사서 호주 왔는데 브리즈번 도서관 가면 쌤이 노트북 여기저기. Oh, people watching? People watching my videos on their laptops? Oh, that's so cool. That's so that's so weird. That is so cool. Hopefully that's not the only thing that they're watching. Sam, do you sometimes hang out with your friends? I have a grand total. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be surprised. I have a grand total of 3 friends. One of them is in Ethiopia. So the other 2, I think they live in Kimpo, if I'm not mistaken. They both live in Kimpo. Yeah, and they're both super busy, you know. So I don't get to see them very often. We probably get together like once a year. Probably around once a year. Sometimes not even once a year, but like on average once a year probably. 영어 교재 인쇄 수량으로 거의 기네스가 아니에요? What? I don't think so. Of course not. Of course, I'm probably nowhere near the record sales. What are you talking about? 쌤, 슈즈의 삶 어때요? What? 슈즈의 삶 어떠냐고? I have no idea what that. What is 슈즈의 삶? What is that? What's shoes? Shoes? 저 저번에 버스 탔는데 앞에 앉은 여자분이 쌤 영상 보고 계셔서 반가워서 말고 뻔했어요. She probably misclicked. Did you apply for the gold button? Oh, yeah, I have the gold button. It's right there. It's kind of dark, so you can't really see it, but it's... Let me point to it. It's right... You see this thing here on the wall? That's my gold button. It's right there. It's on the wall. My proud gold button. I can't wait for your books. Oh, do you think? I thought it was just a very, very small, minor group of people who were actually looking for an MP3 for the MP3 file. Are there actually people who are looking forward to the MP3 file? Gold looks so red. Well, I guess, I mean, what should I always have it like? Should I always have it in my arms? Should I always have it in my arms when I stream? And say, oh look, this is my baby. Oh my gosh. Oh, you too? Oh, vlog? It's probably, I mean, hey, there are so many people who are good at that. That's something that I'm just not very good at. Gold button t-shirt. Maybe I should have a separate camera just showing the gold button and have it displayed on like the corner of my screen right here, like gold button cam. Just to let you guys know how the gold button is doing. Maybe I should have a separate camera just for that, just for the gold. Gold button. Oh, that's very sweet of you, and that's kind of creepy as well. But yeah, I mean, I always have my phone with me when I'm out, so I could easily just start making videos and stuff. But the problem is I'm usually with my dogs when I'm out, right? And so that it becomes very limiting. It becomes very limiting in terms of what I can do, like, as far as content goes. I love the background. How many cars do you have that you can switch? I can switch it to pretty... I'm not really sure. I don't really have an exact number, but I can have it be like pretty much the... I can use the full spectrum of the RGB. So, yeah, it could be red, yellow, blue, pink. I think it's kind of like... Is that purple or pink? I'm not really sure. Oh no, I guess I missed the event. Could you show? Oh, you mean the gold button? You guys, you want to see the gold button? All right, I'll just have it in my arms while we do this. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is, my baby. There's my baby, my gold button baby. Right here. I'll just hold it up like this so you guys can see it. There it is. There it is. The gold button. The gold button. Yeah, I think it's plastic. Does that sound like gold to you? Does that sound like... That's plastic. This is a very deceiving piece of plastic. I'll just keep it in my arms today while we do this. Your baby is so gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Your favorite button. My favorite button. You know what? I'm pretty sure that people who actually watch my content regularly are actually subscribed to both channels. And so I've told myself this for a while now, but I'm pretty sure that less than half of my subscribers are still watching. Like, I have 1 million subscribers on my main channel, right? And that's great. 1 million is an amazing number, right? It's an amazing achievement for anybody, I guess. But when it comes to actually viewers who watch my content regularly, I think it's probably less than half of that. And yeah, that's what I think. I know, right? 500,000 is a lot. It's a crazy number if you really think about it. Hello, this is your second time visiting my channel. Well, welcome back. It's good to see you again. How have you been? How are you doing? Hyung, I like your cap. I was gonna say don't joke about it, but I just saw your name. So I assume you're telling the truth. That's great. Yeah, I like this cap too. It's actually one of my favorite caps. It's actually one of my favorite caps. G button looks absolutely dashing. The gold button looks more luxurious with studio lighting. Yeah, that probably has a lot to do with it. Yeah. I mean, if you saw this under just regular fluorescent lights like in a regular room, it probably wouldn't have this sort of look to it. But yeah. Did you know that you took off your glasses when you check on boiler water? I'm already familiar with you wearing the glasses. Oh, that's because I didn't want to get the steam. I didn't want it, steaming up my glasses. So. 선생님, 뉴본 채널 만드셔도 금방 100만 가능할 듯해요. 뉴본? 뉴본. 뉴본. and only cover like super basic stuff. Should I do that right now? Maybe we can make a channel together. I guess if around half of your subscriber regularly watch your videos, isn't it a great thing? Yeah, so I'm assuming like it's probably less than half at best. Yeah, less than half at best. But I see my viewer count when I upload a video. And so even when a video is doing better than average, it's still less than 50,000 views. So it's probably a lot less than half. So you're right. I mean, if it's true that around half of million, that's 500,000, right? So if half of my subscribers actually view my content regularly, which they don't, that would be great. Yeah, I think that's very rare, especially for the kind of content that I do. I haven't done any. I haven't even looked at that channel in like a couple of years, I feel like. I think if you do feel a sense of easiness from me, it's probably like if you get like a relaxed vibe from me, it's probably because the kind of content that I do, it really, I think it's because I don't really, how should I say this? Like my main priority is not views. I mean, do I want more views? Absolutely, that would be great. But so what I'm trying to say is that if my first priority was views, then the kind of content that I make would be very different from what I do now. If my main concern was views, my content would be very different because there's a difference between what people want and what I feel that people need. Does that make sense? When it comes to what people need, in terms of language learning, okay, when we're talking about language learning, there's actually quite a difference between what people want and what people need. And of course, the second part is just based on it's just my opinion. But yeah, If my main concern was views and subscriber count, then I would only make content based on what people want. And I think that's why. I need to stay in Istanbul by this year. You mean until the end of this year? So I bought ebook in advance, of course. I have already ordered your book to Korea. Actually, I prefer paper books to ebooks. That's great. So you have 2 of my books. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. So when you take that into account, wow, it's probably not even one. It's probably like 1/10 of the people that are subscribed to my channel who watch my content regularly. Is probably much less than I want to think it is. 형, 영어 회화 잘하고 싶은데 하루에 1시간 외국인하고 대화하는 걸로 충분하진 않겠죠? It depends, but it depends on what you are aiming for in terms of your goal. Like, what's your goal, right? And it depends on when you want to achieve your goal. It all depends on that. But just considering that what you are expecting is the same as the average learner, I would say not enough. So I'm going to assume that you're talking about using English to communicate. If you do that only 1 hour a day, it's going to take years. It's going to take years, like probably more than 10 years, to actually be able to speak at a native level about like very typical everyday casual things. It's going to take way too long. But remember, using English to communicate, when it comes to using English to communicate, actually speaking with a foreigner face to face is not the only thing you can do. There are many other things that you can do and that you should do. All right? Well, the thing is, my content is not fun. It's not fun. I know that. And I'm sure a lot of you know that too. It's not fun. If I were really, really I guess I could. With the right amount of motivation, I guess I could. But I simply don't have that sort of energy. What I'm talking about is, if I were to put in all of my energy into providing the best kind of English learning content, I would have people coming in here and I would just talk to them, like, conduct interviews with people in English. I would have my students come here and I would like talk to them and see how there are a lot of stuff that I could do, but that would mean becoming a very bad husband and a very bad dog owner. One of the challenges, I think, is to maintain a good balance between being good at my job and being good with my relationship with my family. And so there's only so much that you can do when you want to maintain a good middle ground, So yeah, and when most people hear this, they're going to think 5 years? I'm not going to put in 5 years of my time to learn English because I've heard you could do it in 1 year. I've heard you could do it in a matter of months. And, you know, people have lost their patience. They've lost their common sense, a lot of people. I would say that a lot of people have lost their common sense. And they've lost the ability to actually, they've kind of become detached from reality in a sense. And it's not entirely their fault, although it is ultimately their fault, but it's not entirely their fault because there's a lot of very confusing, bad information out there. But yeah, it's just the kind of world we live in now. I'm trying to read articles and find some words that I didn't know and make the sentences with that word. Input is pretty important for me to improve my English. Well, you need to have a good balance. You need to do a combination of different things. 저는 지금 호주 워킹 홀리데이 와 있는데 영어를 쓰는 환경에 들어와 있는 게 정말 중요한 것 같아요. You know, that works. That certainly works, but there are a lot of people who put themselves in that environment, in those conditions, and fail to take advantage of it. There are a lot of people who can't afford to put themselves in that kind of environment. And so there's never such thing as a one-size-fits-all solution or method, because there are learners of various kinds. There are many different kinds of learners in different conditions and living in different environments. So I just want to remind everyone that there's never a one-size-fits-all solution or method, okay? As far as I'm concerned, the video where you chat with ChatGPT was one of the best videos. It was certainly very fun to make for me as well. And if you are a very advanced learner, yes, I'm sure you would have found it very interesting, but you know, not all people are advanced learners, so. 언제 정현님 어떻게 영어 공부하셨는지 특강해 주시면 좋겠다. And it will disappoint a lot of people. It will disappoint a lot of people. Because when it comes down to it, she put in an enormous amount of time. And that's not what people want to hear. That is not what people want to hear. Because when it comes down to it, she put in an enormous amount of time. So the question is not how did she do it? Not really how did she do it. It's about how much time did she put in. I enjoy feeling like I'm growing because of your videos. That's the true fun. Wow, that's great. That's a very deep perspective that you mentioned there. 모든 영상을 다 보신 것 같아요. That was she probably didn't do that intentionally, but I wouldn't be surprised if she actually did end up memorizing probably not all, but close to all of the things that were covered in every video, because see that's how much time that she actually put into it. So you can't expose yourself to English environment. When I was young, I spoke with an imaginary English speaking person in my head. Yeah, no, you can expose yourself to English. It's actually really easy. I guess easy is not the best word. It's simple. The solution is really simple. The problem is you don't want to do it. The problem is you don't want to do it. Oh, you can. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's so simple. Anybody can do it like right now. The problem is you don't want to do it. 영어를 그럼 더 자주 쓰는 환경을 만들기 위해서 영어권 국가 가서 살던 외국인 상대로 what? 영어권 국가를 가서 살던 외국인을 상대로 일을 하면 좋겠냐고요? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Okay.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
So when most people think about using English, they only think about speaking English face to face with the foreigner. But that's not the only way we communicate. Okay? That's not the only way we communicate. We use language in so many different ways. 그쵸? 언어는 우리가 꼭 누군가와 얼굴 보고 얘기할 때만 쓰는 게 절대 아니잖아요. 우리가 언어를 쓰는 방식은 정말 많아요. There are so many ways we use a language. Okay? So, 여러분이 출근해서 일을 하는 시간을 제외하고요. 물론 그때도 가능하면 좋겠지만 그 외의 시간 있죠. 그 외에 여러분이 선택해서 보내는 시간들 있죠. 영화를 본다든가 게임을 한다든가 SNS를 한다든가 유튜브를 보고 앉아있다거나 미드를 본다거나 등등등 할 때요. 그 시간의 일부를 영어로 바꿔서 해야 돼요. 오케이? 제가 생각했을 때는 누구든 간에 어떤 형태, 어떤 성격의 소유자이건 상관없이 영어를 배우려면은 반드시 해야 돼요. 그게 필요해요. Okay? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Am I making sense here? 여러분이 그러니까 일적으로 보내는 시간 외에 일적으로 보내는 시간 외에 그 외의 시간 있죠. 그 외의 시간에 I don't know 뭐 여러분 뭐 취미도 있을 거고 그냥 뭐 평소에 지내면서 하는 것들 있잖아요. 뭐 독서를 즐기든 유튜브를 많이 보든 넷플릭스를 보든 유튜브에 가서 영상을 찾아보든 새로운 영화 나왔네 정보를 찾든 이 제품은 나 이 제품 관심 있는데 사고 싶은데 리뷰 좀 볼까? 리뷰를 찾아보든 간에 우리가 일상적으로 그냥 하는 여러 가지 일들이 있잖아요. 그것의 일부를 영어로 해야 돼요. 이게 정말 중요해요. 이거를 안 하잖아요? 그러면 계속 영어를 공부의 관점에서만 계속 바라볼 수밖에 없어요. 그러면 그냥 계속 힘들어요. 하기 싫은 거고 못해요. 오랫동안 못해요 그냥. 오케이? 왜냐면 그 어떤 방법도 꾸준하게 오래 하지 않으면 안 돼요. 아시잖아요. 그러면 어떻게 하면 오랫동안 꾸준히 할 수 있을까? 그게 공부의 형태로 돼 있으면 무조건 다 안 돼요. 어떤 식으로는 그거를 일상화를 시켜야 돼요. 내 일상의 일부를 영어로 바꿔서 해야 돼요. I'm not saying it's easy. I never said it was easy. And those who say it's easy are lying to you. They're lying to you because they need you to be hopeful, and they're hoping that that will lead to you consuming their content and buying their product. Okay? People who tell you that it's easy, they're lying to you. Of course they're lying to you. Don't you know that? If someone tells you it's easy, are you gonna think, oh, that's easy, yeah? No. That's a very odd question. Do I either sing well or like music? Okay, well, let's look at it this way. 이런 식으로 한번 보죠. Let's look at it this way. Who doesn't like music? Who doesn't like music? Oh, wait, are you talking about singing? Maybe you're talking about singing. Maybe you're asking me if I either am good at singing or enjoy singing. Oh, that's what you're asking me. Okay. No, I don't really enjoy singing that much. I don't really enjoy singing. Nor am I good at it. 음악과 언어는 상관관계가 있어 보여요. Interesting. I never thought of it like that. That's an interesting perspective. You may be right about it. I don't know. I see lots of people who pretend not to spend a lot of time learning new languages. I don't know why, but that I think it might make them unique. Like, I don't spend a lot of time, but for it. Oh, that's. I think you know why. I don't know why. I don't know why this phrase has become like an expression. I think in most cases when people say I don't know why, it means that I disagree or I don't like something. I disagree with an idea or I don't like an idea. But it's interesting because I think for some reason, and I think this is very, very wrong. For some reason, we have a lot of people have this belief that natural talent is better than ability that has been acquired through effort. Does that make sense? So natural talent is somehow better or more special. Maybe that's why. Maybe people want to feel special. Maybe that's the thing. Yeah. I think maybe that's why. Because people want to feel special, they want other people to believe that they have natural talent rather than abilities and talent that have been acquired through effort and time. I don't know. If you translate that, right? If you're born with a skill, that means you're lucky. You're just lucky. You're a very lucky person. Jerome Ru님. 매일 들으면 늘어요. 근데 지금까지 제가 만나온 사람들, 영어를 배우시는 분들의 90%가 매일 듣질 않아요. That's the reality. 그게 현실이에요. The reality is 듣는 것만이 문제가 아니에요. 그 어떤 것도 매일 하는 사람이 제가 봤을 때는 10%보다 미치예요. 영어를 배우고자 마음은 간절한데 그거를 위한 것을 매일매일 하는 사람은 10%도 안 돼요. That's the reality. 그래서 제가 아까도 강조했지만 계속해서 강조하는 게 이거를 그럼 매일 하려면 꼭 매일은 아니더라도 꾸준하게 오랫동안 하려면 그래서 어떻게 해야 돼? That's the biggest question. 그게 가장 핵심인 가장 우리가 그 답을 찾아야 하는 질문인 거예요. 어떤 방법이 제일 좋냐는 사실 그거는 사실 나중에 가서 생각해야 돼요. 심지어 그건 생각할 필요가 없어요. 어떻게 하면은 그 어떤 방법이라도 꾸준하게 오랫동안 할 수 있느냐. 그게 제일 중요한 질문인 거예요. 우리가 답을 찾아야 하는 질문은 그거예요. 뭐가 제일 좋은 방법이냐가 아니라 어떻게 하면 오랫동안 꾸준히 할 수 있느냐. 그리고 이거 답이 있어요. 아까 제가 다 얘기했던 답이에요. 내가 일상을 보내면서 하는 것들 있죠. 그것의 일부를 영어로 바꿔서 해야 돼요. 뉴스를 보든 뭐 아까도 얘기했지만 뭐 상품 리뷰를에 대해서 보든 유튜브에서 컨텐츠를 소비할 때도 극장에 가서 범죄도시 4 너무 보고 싶지만 뭐 보고 싶으면 봐야죠. 근데 그거 봤으면 그 다음번에는 반드시 영어로 된 영화를 보던가 미드도 챙겨 보고요. 어떤 식으로든 뭐든 간에 조금이라도 그렇게 내가 일상적으로 하는 거를 일부를 조금씩 한 번에 다가 아니라 일부를 조금씩 영어를 바꿔가야 오랫동안 꾸준히 할 수가 있어요. 안 그러면 계속 이게 공부의 영역에만 남아있으면요 못해요. 꾸준히 오래 못해요. 공부를 꾸준히 오래 누가 하겠어요. Nobody wants to do that. 지금 제가 하는 얘기는 지금 Jerome 류님의 frustration, 그 답답함을 너무나도 잘 안다고 믿기 때문이에요. I believe I know, I believe I understand the frustration that Jerome is having right now. So frustrated. I can't understand anything this dude is saying, right? Jerome님, you gotta say something, man. 돌이켜보면 영어로 어떻게 말할까요? 돌이켜보면 그게 정답인 것 같아. Looking back at it now, or looking back at it. 아니면 사실 now라고만 해도 돼요. 사실은 솔직히 now라고 now I think that was right. 그냥 그렇게 해도 돼요. You can say now. But you could say looking back. Yeah, come on, Jerome. 완전히 초보이신 분들 있죠. 이 얘기 아마 대부분이 아실 거예요. 근데 완전 초보이신 분들은요. 진짜 완전 초보이신 분들 있죠. 저 맛있는 거 먹어요. 진짜 완전 초보이신 분들은 이렇게 하세요. 내가 일상을 보내면서 진짜 그냥 일상을 보내면서 내가 자주 하는 말들이 있죠. 그걸 일단 한국어로 쭉 목록을 만들어요. 뭐 진짜 예를 들어서 내 핸드폰 어디 갔지? 뭐 이런 거 있죠. 모르겠어요. 뭐 사람마다 다 다를 거예요. 그거는. 오케이? 뭐 그게 뭐든 간에. 오케이? 그걸 목록을 쭉 만들어요. 꽤 많이 만들어놔요. 그런 다음에 그거를 영어를 잘 하는 사람이나 챗GPT도 아주 좋은 옵션이에요. 한테 그걸 다 영어로 바꿔달라고 해요. 심지어 챗GPT한테 그걸 한 번씩 읽어달라고 해요. 오케이? 그런 다음에 그거를 내가 일상을 보내면서 그 말을 하는 순간이 왔을 때 영어로 해요. 한국어로 하든 안 하든 뭐 일단 영어로도 해요. 그거를. 그게 뭐냐? 영어를 공부하는 영역에서 벗어나는 첫 단계예요. 영어를 실제로 일상 속에서 필요한 내가 진짜로 하는 말을 영어로 하는 거를 경험하는 첫 단계예요. 그게. 오케이? 그렇게 일단 시작을 하세요. 그런 다음에 그걸 늘려나가요. 그것만 해서는 안 되겠죠. 제 책도 사야 되고 제 유료 강의도 들어야 되고 그래? 가끔 슈퍼 채트도 날려주고요. 오케이? 그래야 복이 찾아와요. You understand what I'm saying? 진짜 완전 초보면 그냥 1강의 영상 배우고 싶은 거 10번 돌려보고 배운 내용에 본인이 넣고 싶은 표현 다르게 해서 장문. 네, 맞아요. 그게 근데 처음 안 해본 사람은 진짜 어려워요. 그게 안 해본 사람한테는 그게 진짜 어려워요. Okay? That's yeah. 지금 무슨 상황이냐고요? We are people are talking about how important it is to buy my book, and people talk about how important it is to send super chats. Yeah. Thank you, Pangyong. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah. 비싼 거죠. Hey, what's wrong with satobab? How much is this? How much is it? It doesn't have the price. Why is the price nowhere to be? That's odd. Oh, thank you, Mainim. You really didn't have to do that. But well, thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. 1,300원이요? 1,500원? 1,300원? Thank you very much. I know, right? I don't see it anywhere. It should be somewhere on the back. Like, I don't see it anywhere. Like, seriously, I'm not joking. I see the expiration date and everything like I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it anywhere. (30년) 전에 써 있었다고요? 쌤 제가 가게 써져 있네. I don't know. Hold on a second. I can't find it. I don't see it. 저희 엄마가 이번 주에 대장암 검사하신다고 사또밥 우유에 말아 먹으셨는데. What? Oh, okay. It's right above the barcode. Okay. On the back side. 좋아요 누르신 분 확인해 보려다가 내 하늘색 창 넓어짐? What? The price varies depending on where it sells, so the price is not on the package. Oh, really? Is that true? 제가 외국어 고등학교 졸업하고 영어 영문학 전공하고 현재 일도 국가기관 국제업무. Wow, really? I had no idea. 인데 영어 실력에 대한 사람들 기대가 큰 거예요. 난 원어민은 아닌데 다른 사람들 기대에 부응하려고 하니 스트레스가 정말 컸거든요. 지금은 그냥 제 수준 인정하고 스트레스 안 받고 공부하니 마음도 편해지고 오히려 영어 자체가 즐기. That's great, yeah. Yeah. That's right. Wow, Driven Life name. Yep, you absolutely will. Yes. May your life be filled with fortune, and may you have 10 wives. Then why? I don't know. You're going out for dinner. Yeah, so I'm here to collect money because I need to take my wife out tomorrow. I'm here for donations. What time is it? I actually need to make a video before I go to bed tonight. According to my schedule, I'm supposed to make a video. I actually went to, I got acupuncture treatment this morning. I went to Hanyuan. I started going to a different kind of Hanyuan. I was already going to one Hanyuan for my allergy, and I've added one to my list. I started going to another Hanyuan for my neck because I've been having some neck pain. It's probably because of my bad posture. And mostly due to my bad posture. And so I got acupuncture treatment. I'm going again tomorrow. I went yesterday. I went this morning. I'm going again tomorrow. And I'm also getting some sort of a physical therapy treatment along with acupuncture treatment. Did I already talk about it? 10일 전에 시작했다 해보세요. 영어로. 다른 분 말고요. 다른 분 그만 장정현님 그만 써요. 인도네시아님 10일 전에 시작했다. 해보세요. 11일 전에 시작했다. 자세한 얘기 할 필요 없어요. 11일 전에 시작했다. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. 틀리게 써도 돼요. Don't worry about it. See, you can do it. Right? 그런 식으로 되든 안 되든 잘 되든 안 되든 그냥 일단 영어를 무조건 하는 거예요. 이 정도 되면은요. I started 10 days ago 정도 되면은요. 완전 터들러도 아니에요. It's been about 10 days. Indonesia님, are you really in Indonesia? Suddenly curious. Are you really in Indonesia? Why? Why? Oh, you are in Indonesia. Okay. Cool. What do you do there? 그러니까 지금 이 얘기도 영어로 할 수 있잖아요. Where's the English? Where's the English? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Pangyong, where's the English? Come on, where's the English? I know you can say all of this in English. So what's up with that? See? So why not in English? Why not? Indonesia or Bandung or Jakarta? Oh, I think YG is pretty familiar with Indonesia. Don't they have their own language? Don't they have Indonesian? No, don't they use Hindi? Hindi? 삿도밥. You have to overcome the pressure. If you don't overcome the pressure, you'll never be able to use English. Same goes for everybody here. I've been living now in Indonesia. 이것도 되나요? 지금 살고 있다면 현재 완료를 할 필요 없어. 그냥 I'm living in Indonesia now. I'm living in Indonesia now. If I scared Indonesianim, good. Because it's better for you to feel that fear now than in an actual situation where you were speaking with foreigners. As far as I know, many Indonesians speak English in Jakarta. Didn't know that. 왕초보인데 처음 들어왔어요. Hey, welcome to the club. Welcome to the community. It's nice to have you with us. Can you understand what I'm saying, 은기님? How are you doing today? Never in my life. What are you talking about? I'm not some girl. I'm not going to get my nails done. Really wish had you are living. Really wish had you had. Huh? Most cameras do that very well these days. I mean, there are certain types of cameras that don't need to do that, but most consumer grade cameras, they catch focus really well these days. I remember the video Sam said 그럴 수도 있죠 at that time. So what? When did I say that? It wasn't cute. I probably said 그럴 수도 있죠. 좀 가시죠. I don't know. I don't know. Like a couple hours ago, maybe? He's never the kind person who gets their nails done. You know that. Yeah. I mean, guys don't get their nails done. What are you talking about? Did you not know I was a guy? Why not use 자막? I'm sorry, I'm just here. I don't think... Is there a way to do that during a live stream? Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool if I could do that during the live stream. Newborn이면 phonics부터 하는 거냐고요? Newborn, I don't know. What are you talking about? This is how guys eat. This is how guys eat. No, I have to use my keyboard, right? I can't get all that stuff on my hands because I have to use the keyboard. I'm talking here. I'm not gonna fill my mouth with these. I have to talk. He's proving that consistency is really important as far as I remember. He wasn't really good at editing before, but he's really good at it now. And he didn't know how to use Discord, but he's good at it. I don't feel like I'm good at it. I mean, I just try to do stuff. There are a lot of things that I don't know how to do. 최애 과자가 사또밥인가요? No. Is it sticky? No, it's not sticky. It actually feels pretty dry. Very dry and flaky. Today I watched a video on YouTube and the word acupuncture came up. Oh, yeah. 발음 기호를 보시면서 발음하셨어요? No, never. Nope, I used my ears. I used my ears and I just mimicked the sound. And that's what everybody should do. Just listen and mimic the sound. Just listen and mimic the sound. Oh, no. I'm just saying that there's so much room for improvement. I'm just saying that I can improve so much more. So, I mean, I guess when a person who's never done any kind of video editing looks at my videos, I'm sure some of them might think, "Oh, that's interesting. He must be very good." But I'm just saying, when it comes to video editing, my skills are not all that impressive. Stop telling yourself that. You know that's not true. You know that's not true because you do it every stream. Don't you? Very good. 방금 I walk a dog. Okay. You just got back from your walk with your dog? Okay. So what are you planning to do this evening for the rest of your evening? 발음을 따라하기 너무 어려워서 발음 기호를 봐야 하나 고민 중이었어요. You should watch Master Shihungi speak. Realistically speaking, 현실적으로 얘기를 해서요. 여러분이 물론 여러분 중에는 발음을 놀랍도록 잘 하신 분들 계세요. Some of you guys pronunciation have very good pronunciation, very surprising. 근데 잠깐만요. 여기다 써볼까? 이거 유튜브에 이 사람 영상 찾아본 다음에 이 사람 인터뷰를 한번 들어보세요. 이 사람 인터뷰를 한번 들어보세요. 이 사람이 발음이 아주 훌륭하진 않아요. 발음이 훌륭하진 않지만 그리고 말이 빠르거나 그러진 않아요. 천천히 얘기를 하는데 그리고 영어를 아주 잘하는 것도 아니에요. 중간중간에 어휘 선택이라든가 표현 선택이라든가 이런 게 좀 어색하긴 한데 이 사람은 영어를 그냥 거의 원어민 수준으로 한다고 보통들 그렇게 그냥 maybe not a native level, but his English is just good. It's great. 이 사람이 구사하는 발음 정도만 돼도요. 충분해요. Do you know what I'm trying to say? 한번 들어보세요. I've been on a diet and I don't remember when I last had. 그리고 발음에 대해서 얘기를 하자면은요. 이게 사실 실제로 여러분이 영어를 할 때 구사하는 발음보다 더 잘할 수 있는 사람들이 저는 100%라고 생각해요. 100%의 경우 실제 자기가 할 수 있는 것보다 더 잘 할 수 있는 사람들이에요. 근데 그렇게 하기에는 너무 오글거려서 너무 이상해서 그 괴리감 때문에 뭐라고 해야 되지? 한 단계 좀 해상도 마치 그러니까 영상으로 치자면 더 고해상도로 할 수는 있는데 그게 너무 이상하기 때문에 괴리감 때문에 한 단계 해상도 낮춰서 발음을 해버리는 경우가 저는 100%라고 생각해요. 저는 이거는 근데 여러분 중에 아니다. 나는 진짜로 최선을 다하는 건데도 이 정도다라고 하신 분들 That's what you think. That's what you think. 여러분이 그렇게 스스로 그렇게 믿는 거지 실제로는 그렇지가 않아요. That's what I think. 그래서 그리고 일단 그것도 있고요. 그런 동시에 영어를 원어민처럼 잘해야 되는 건 아니에요. 물론 개선을 하면 좋아요. 영어를 발음이나 이런 걸 다 개선할 수 있으면 좋지만 원어민처럼 해야 되는 게 아니에요. 발음뿐만 아니에요. 영어 자체를 원어민처럼 꼭 해야 되는 게 아니에요. 그리고 여러분이 발음 걱정하고 그리고 뭐 문법, 표현력 이런 거를 걱정을 하는 경우는 보통 뭐냐? 영어를 공부하고 있는 상태일 때 보통 그런 생각들이 많이 들어요. 실제로 영어를요. 영어 발음도 못하고 뭐 문법도 막 틀리면서 그러면서 잘만 하고 다니는 사람들 많아요. 그런 사람들은 본인들이 걱정을 물론 그 중에는 걱정하는 사람들도 있겠지만 대부분이 걱정을 안 해요. 왜냐면 소통이 되니까. 소통만 되면 돼요. 소통만 되면 돼요. 영어를 소통을 위해서 안 쓰면은요 계속해서 내 문제점을 계속 인식이 되면서 계속 의식하면서 그거를 계속 걱정하고 왜 안 늘지 어떻게 하면 더 늘 수 있지 이런 걱정을 하니까요 소통을 해야 돼요. 그 과정이 중요한 거예요. 그러는 과정에서 느는 거예요. 그게 100번 해서 그나마 그렇게 해서 나온 게 그거다가 That's not a problem. 그게 문제가 되지 않아요. 오히려 반대예요. 그렇게 100번을 하도록 유도를 한 그거 자체가 그런 경험들이 쌓여서 이제 차차 나아지는 거지. You see what I'm trying to say? 그림뿐만 아니에요. 우리가 살면서 배우는 그 어떤 것과도 똑같아요. 운전, 요리, 춤, 그림 그리기, 뭐 청소, 정리하는 거, 모든 거는 다 하면서 배우게 돼 있어요. 공부해서 배우는 게 아니에요. 그렇게 하는 과정에서 실력이 느는 거다. Improving your skill comes from going through that process. It makes sense, but I would just say it's part of the learning process. It's part of the learning process. That's how you learn. Learning happens through a process. It doesn't happen overnight. 영어 초급에서 중급 올리는 것은 빨랐고 재밌었는데 그 다음 단계로 올리려고 하니 더 오래 걸리고 힘든 것 같아요. 딱히 부족한 게 없다고 생각했을까요? 조언 좀 해주세요. 영어뿐만 아니라요. 그 어떤 것도요. 중급에서 고급으로 올라가는 건 다 어려워요. It's not just English. It's everything in life. Everything in life. Everything in life. So just think about how we learn anything in life. (100번을) 하는 게 대단한 일이죠. 아무나 그렇게 할 수 있지 않는 것 같아요. 녹음해서 올려야지 보지만 잘 안 돼요. 그래서 제가 평소에 가장 자주 하는 얘기 중에 하나가 영어를 배우기 위해서 가장 중요한 요소는 용기예요. 용기요. 뭐 꾸준함 뭐 이런 얘기도 자주 하는데 꾸준하고 연습이 중요하다 이런 얘기하는데 그런 거 모두가 용기가 있어야 해요. 용기 없으면 못해요. It takes a lot of courage. 왜냐하면 무슨 용기가 필요한 거냐? 내가 일상 속에서 편하게 생각하고 편하게 느끼고 하는 것들을 바꾸는 거잖아요. 결국에는 영어를 배우려면은 가장 중요한 요소 중에 하나가 시간이에요. 많은 시간이 들어갈 수밖에 없어요. 시간을 적게 들이고 영어를 배운 사람, 성공적으로 배운 사람은 저는 지금까지 단 한 명도 못 봤어요. 단 한 명도 영어를 짧은 시간 안에 배운 사람 못 봤어요. Not one. 앞으로도 있을 것 같지는 않고요. 왜냐면 지금까지 없었으니까. 그렇죠? 그 시간을 내가 이미 포화 상태인 내 일상생활 그거의 일부를 그거를 바꿔야 된단 말이죠. 영어에 투자를 하려면 적어도 내가 하던 방식을 이제 영어로 해야 되는 그래야 된단 말이에요. We only have 24 hours a day, right? We only have 24 hours a day. 그거를 진짜로 like actually changing your daily routine to learn English. That takes a lot of courage. 큰 용기가 필요해요. 엄청난 용기가 필요해요. 소극적 성격은 참 힘든 게 SNS도 안 해. 낯선 사람과 채팅도 힘들어. 전 영어 강의 듣고 정리하는 걸 좋아하는 것 같아요. 나의 최고의 용기는 only Discord 녹음. You have to overcome that. You have to overcome that. 저는 제일 안타까운 경우 중에 하나가 영어를 공부하는 이 공부라는 것은 뭐냐면 실제로 영어를 소통하기 위해서 실질적으로 영어를 쓰는 게 아니라 그냥 공부하는 거 있죠. 흔히들 추천하는 공부 방법 뭐 쉐도잉, 문법 공부, 어휘 공부, 리스닝, 뭐 받아쓰기, 뭐 원서 읽기 뭐 이런 거 있잖아요. 흔히들 얘기하는 영어를 배우기 위해서 하는 공부들 있잖아요. 이걸 사실 즐기시는 분들도 있어요. 그리고 만약에 여러분이 그걸 하면서 즐긴다면 that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But as long as you understand that. 그게 여러분이 그거를 즐겨서 한다라는 거를 이해를 하고 있는 한 that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's good. 근데 그거를 하면서 내 영어 실질적인 영어 실력 이 않는다고 계속 답답해하는 경우가 수년 동안 계속 이어지는 경우가 that's the most unfortunate thing that I often see. 그게 진짜 너무 안타까워요. I feel so bad for those people. 왜냐면 여러분 이미 아시는데 그게 잘못 주입된 그런 인식들 때문에 여러분이 영어를 배우는 것에 대해서 완전히 잘못 알고 계시는 분들이 많아요. 공부를 하면 영어를 할 수 있다라고 생각하시는 분들이 많은데 한 발만 물러서서 객관적으로 생각해보면 안 그렇다라는 걸 누구나 다 알고 있어요. So it's Ramen with small octopus is now on TV. It looks so yummy. It looks even better than 삿도밥. Practical experience gained by actual doing something rather than just learning about it in theory. Yeah. No, I don't think I can finish it. There's too much. There's way too much. 저도 왕초보인데 She's lying. She's not 왕초보. She's lying. 계속 하니까 코딱지만큼은 들고 She's lying. You see how she lies? 왕초보가 아닌 사람들이 보통 이렇게 많이 얘기를 해요. 자기 왕초보라고. And the stronger they stress it, it just goes to show they're not really a beginner. Yeah. 꾸준하게 조금씩이라도 하고 있는데 확 늘진 않지만 조금씩 늘고 있는 게 느껴져서 한 스텝 기운 빼지 않고 나아가고 있어요. 지금 같이 쌤이 해주시는 멘탈 케어도 받으면 기운내. 역시 왕도는 없지 하면서. We all know that. We all know there's no shortcut. 요즘 검색만 하면 다양한 영어 표현을 배울 수 있는 채널들이 많이 생겼지만 말씀하신 대로 공부로 끝내는 것이 아니라 안 되더라도 여러 번 실전에 온라인상에서 실제로 써보고 활용하는 게 중요한 것 같아요. Yes, absolutely. 이거는 사실 제가 이런 얘기를 하는 게 좀 It's very counterintuitive. It's counterproductive. It's a disservice to myself. 제가 이렇게 얘기를 하는 게 제 스스로에게 오히려 피해가 되는 얘기인데 진짜 이게 정말 사실이기 때문에 이렇게 얘기를 할 수밖에 없어요. 왜냐면 여러분 보고 자꾸 이렇게 영어를 빨리 그냥 활용하는 걸로 벗어나야 된다라고 얘기를 하는 것 자체가 제 컨텐츠를 보지 말라는 얘기예요. 다르게 얘기를 하면은 내 책 사지 마세요. 내 컨텐츠 보지 마세요. 그 얘기이긴 한데 사실 그게 사실이거든요. 그게 뭐냐면 아까도 얘기했지만 영어를 실제로 쓰는 걸로 빨리 넘어가야 돼요. 그러니까 운전으로 치자면 언제까지 그 학원 내에서만 운전만 이론만 배우고 있을 거예요. 언제까지만 이론만 배우고 교통법 공부하고 있을 거예요. No. 빨리 나가서 내가 실제로 주행해야 되는 도로를 많이 주행을 해봐야죠. Same thing. Same thing. 영어로 가능하면은 언제든지 그 디스코드 얘기를 가끔 꺼내는데 저희가 왜 실시간 할 때 디스코드로 사람들 올리는 음성 들려드리고 하잖아요. 그게 이제 디스코드라는 걸 통해서 하는 건데 디스코드에 보면은요 물론 이제 지금 현재 가입된 사람은 훨씬 많은데 실제로 매일같이 이용하시는 분들은 아주 적어요. 뭐 여러 가지 이유가 있을 거예요. 뭐 이미 다들 서로 친한 것 같은데요. 내가 끼긴 좀 그러네. 약간 그런 것도 있을 거고요. 그런 barrier to entry라고 하나요? 그 진입 장벽? 그게 이제 좀 느껴져서 좀 이렇게 꺼려지는 이제 섣불리 그걸 이제 하는 게 섣불려지는 경우가 아마 있을 거라는 건 I understand that. 근데 그 얘기를 그냥 하자면 왜냐면 그게 너무 필요한 거거든요. 디스코드에 보면은 많은 분들이 저는 그걸 처음 만들었을 때 뭐 이걸 누가 사용하겠어 했는데 의외로 많은 분들이 그걸 활용을 하시는데 그냥 매일같이 들어와서 자기 그냥 나 지금 아침 뭐 먹었다. 나 오늘 이거 할 거다. 나 방금 어디 다녀왔다. 그냥 진짜 일상적인 얘기를 영어로 막 서로 해요. 그런 식의 대화를 서로 하면서 배우게 되는 영어가 훨씬 많아요. 그리고 그걸로 인해서 연습이 훨씬 많이 되고요. 막 이렇게 각 잡고 공부하듯이 연습을 하는 것보다 그렇게 그냥 일상적인 얘기를 서로 주고받는 거. 그런 실전 경험이 정말 중요해요. Okay? It's very important. 그게 꼭 디스코드가 아니더라도 더 좋은 건 그거겠죠. 더 좋은 건 다 하는 거지만 굳이 비교를 하자면 매일같이 원어민들과 얼굴 보고 얘기하는 거 그거보다 더 좋은 건 없겠죠. 당연히. 근데 뭐 그런 환경이 있다 하더라도 그거를 시도 때도 없이 언제든지 할 수 있는 건 아니잖아요. 외국에 나가 있는 사람이 아니고서야. 그렇죠? 그래서 제가 항상 하는 얘기가 비록 외국인과 얼굴 보고 얘기하는 게 가장 좋은 형태이겠지만 네. 온라인상으로 사람들이랑 소통하는 거 아주 진입장벽이 정말 낮아요. 언제든지 그냥 할 수가 있으니까. 환갑잔치 모집 중인 거예요. 일단 디스코드 활용법을 먼저 배우셔야 될 거예요. 그러려면은 그 얘기가 좀 길어지기 때문에 일단 네이버에 디스코드 활용법 한번 만약 디스코드를 안 써보셨으면은요. 한번 배우시는 것도 좋고요. 그런 다음에 저희 양쪽 채널이 있는데 여기 토들러 채널과 본 채널이 있는데 어느 한쪽에 회원으로 가입이 돼 있으시면은요. 커뮤니티 창이 있거든요. 그 유튜브 채널의 커뮤니티 페이지에 들어가면은 조금만 이렇게 밑으로 내려가 보면 디스코드 링크가 하나 있을 거예요. 그거 타고 들어가서 그 디스코드에 가입을 하시면은 다른 분, 네, 지금 YG가 보여주시고 있죠. Does this mean we're getting close to the end of the stream? 저 석가탄신일에 절에 갔는데 봉사해 주시는 어머님들이 영어로 비빔밥 외국인들에게 설명해 주는데 너무 멋있었어요. Yeah! See? See what I mean? For me, I've changed my R&R since last... What is that? What is that? Rest and relaxation? So I'm taking lots of English challenges since I have to go on an overseas business trip soon. Please say to me I might as well go for it. You might as well say to me. I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say. So you're saying, roles and responsibilities. Okay, I thought it was rest and relaxation. That's the opposite. Okay. So from now on, Jin, you have to use a lot of English for work, yeah? Okay. Well, I mean, it would have been great if you had started earlier, but you're here now. I mean, yeah. I'm sure when you know what they say, when push comes to shove, you'll deal with it. So just try to enjoy it as much as you can. And don't feel so bad about what you can't or cannot do. 저도 얼마 전에 디스코드 들어갔어요. 열심히 활동하면, yeah, and don't feel like you have to do something for the Discord, or don't feel like you have to be there every day. Just use it whenever you want. Just communicate with the people. Try to get to know the people there, and just share. Just say whatever. Just say whatever. I'm sure. I think a few of them may have. I don't really know. It's probably, I mean, even if they have, it's probably not something they do regularly, but 맥주 배틀. My gosh. When I was in the military, my nick was actually YG. Really? Interesting. 또 은근 도움되는 방법이 영타 칠 때 마이크 켜고 음성인식 타이핑을 해보는 겁니다. That's good too. Yeah. I know, right? The sending voice messages on Discord does not work on the desktop app. It only works on the smartphone app. I hate that about Discord. I hate that about it. 이제 1년이 다 돼가는데 영어가 전혀 늘지 않는 느낌이라 속상해요. Yeah, I feel your pain. And so it's not really about where you are and what kind of environment you are in. That doesn't solve the problem. It really comes down to how you spend your time. like what you do with the given time. That's what it really comes down to. It looks like Kim Hyun-soo just figured something out. He figured something out. Kim Hyun-soo? Hey, Kwanonim, what's up? How's it going? All right. Have a good night. See you next time. Can I finish a large pizza by myself? Not in one sitting. Nope. I mean, nobody's inviting me. I think out of courtesy, a lot of people sent a lot of positive feedback and said a lot of good things about that talk. But if I'm being honest, I think it's not what people really want to hear. What I said at that talk is not what people really want to hear. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Reality checks are not for everyone, apparently. No, it's true. It's actually true. There's a saying. I forget exactly how the saying goes, but I think the saying goes something like this. Nobody is hated more than he who speaks the truth. It's actually a saying. I think maybe it's like by Socrates or something. No one is hated more than he who speaks the truth. It's there's a saying. No, I don't speak any other languages. No. Yeah, and they're usually hated. They're usually hated. No, don't. I don't recommend it. Do I prefer big dogs? It depends on the dog. I don't really have a preference. It always depends on the dog. I don't really have a preference in any area. Like in any area of life, I don't have any preference whatsoever. It depends. Oh, that? You actually saw that? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was yeah, you're right. I did do something like that. It was I don't even remember what I talked about. But that's kind of creepy. But okay. Yes. Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah. You are probably my biggest fan. I'll give you that. I'm so lucky, aren't I? It was a live stream done at some university. I don't even remember which university it was. It may have been the University of Foreign Languages. I'm not exactly sure. This was many years back, and I guess I just spoke about, like, things we talk about typically about, like, learning English and stuff. Yeah. Pretty much the same things I talk about, like, almost every one of my streams. All right, it's 11 o'clock, you guys. I think we should go home now, and I got to get to work. I have to get to work now. Looks like it's time for us to go. I think it was just a regular, like a college or something. Yeah. Do you prefer big dogs? I don't really have a preference. When it comes to the size of dogs, I don't really have a preference. Yeah. I like some dogs. I don't like others. And it doesn't really depend on the size. It just depends on the dog. Yeah. See, for example, to me, that kind of feels like, do you prefer big people or small people? Like tall people or small people? Depends on the person. Depends on the person. I have been in Australia 10 years ago. Oh, so you were in Australia for a year 10 years ago. Okay. By the time I got back to Korea, I felt the same way. 마이크 키고 말해봤는데 엉망진창이네요. That's okay. It's all right. That's perfectly fine. We're all 엉망진창 here, and that's okay. That's why we're learning, right? We're constantly learning. Doesn't matter how bad your English is now. What matters is how much you can improve, right? I just took out the garbage and it's so cold and windy. Stay warm, teacher. Yeah. What's the temperature like outside now? It's got to be like 4 degrees, 5 degrees, right? And from what people have been telling me online today is that it's gonna be really cold tomorrow morning. So. It's 5 degrees. Yeah. What? At this hour? Are you in Korea or... Oh, wait, 홍신이, wait. Are you in Australia? Not in Korea at this hour. It's too cold and too dark. No, maybe 홍신님 is not in Korea. Oh, in Korea? At this hour? What? Can't you wait until tomorrow afternoon or something? Oh my gosh. Wait, maybe, do you have like a husky? If it's a husky, then I mean your dog will be fine, but it's not going to be so easy for you. It's 1 a.m. in Australia. How? Well, we're not far off. It's 11 p.m. here, so. Oh, it's a corgi. Okay, I see. Well, so you have to go to work tomorrow, I suppose. If you didn't take your dog out today, I guess now is your time. Only if your dog is very, very well trained and disciplined. And but even then, I don't recommend that. I've seen too many people lose their dogs. Oh yeah, absolutely. I know what that's about. 막연히 직장에서 해외 지사 가겠다는 생각만 가지고 6개월 전쯤 무작정 영어회화 책으로 공부 시작했는데 6개월 동안 잘하고 있는 건지 의문만 가득했는데 토들어 채널을 알고부터 다시 의지를 불태우고 있습니다. 정말 감사합니다. Wow, that's great. Okay. Hopefully you will find enough learning material to appease your this burning enthusiasm that you have. I hope you find the kind of learning material and the amount of learning material that you're looking for. Yeah, certainly that's a big motivation because it's directly related to the person's work. So, yeah. So, for someone like this, for someone who really has a need to learn English because it's directly related to work, what I recommend is that your room or wherever you are in your home, wherever you spend the most time in your home, your walls should be covered with English sentences and words and expressions. It should be filled with sentences that your eyes cannot avoid. Like you turn your head and you're just bombarded with all these sentences and expressions. And every time one catches your eye, you just read it out loud. Yeah. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I'll wake up early tomorrow. Well, you should set an alarm or something. Bijan. Yeah, okay. All right, well, I think a lot of us have an early morning tomorrow. I have to actually go to the honey one tomorrow because I have another treatment. I'm due for another treatment tomorrow, so I think we should actually have to get to work, get that finished and out of the way. So, thank you everybody for spending time with me tonight on this Sunday night. And I hope I can see everyone very soon again in a future live stream or in a future lesson video. Thank you for tuning in today. And appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your evening and the rest of your whatever is left of the weekend. And I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your night. See you next time. See you guys.